Yeah, hi there. And these comments, what do we got? These comments are for DP or DB. I remember, I'm pretty sure that you've been posting practice tests over the last while. And so you've taken the TOEFL 3 times. You got 24 out of 30 in the speaking response. My goal is to get 26 out of 30 on the speaking for endorsement of my license to the California Board of Physical Therapy. Yes, okay. Please suggest how I should prepare. I have difficulty forming sentences while speaking. And you want to say here organizing details, not organization. So you're saying you have difficulty forming and organizing details, particularly in speaking tasks 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what do? Do what you've been doing. Keep posting practice tests. I even recommend keeping a journal, because as you do each practice test, I'm going to give you specific comments. I will tell you if you're having problems with grammar, are you having problems with pronunciation, are you having problems with your topic development. Start writing down this information if you're not doing it already, so you can be more familiar with what your problems are. That's the first thing. So keep posting practice tests on a daily basis. Today, I actually went through and scored practice tests from Mode, Tracy, Yuke, Anne, Majoud, and also John. Now, I don't see your name in here anywhere. So let's go back to the next day, the day before yesterday. Let's see when we can find something from you. Nothing. So you didn't post anything 3 or 4 days ago. Let me keep looking. Okay, so far I've gone back about a week and I'm not seeing you anywhere. So number one, if you're not posting practice tests on a regular basis, how do you expect to get better? So you got to make sure that you're doing that. So let me keep looking. I'm going to go back and see how long it takes here before I see. I know that you've posted. I remember your name, but we need to see how regularly you're completing your information. So I'm about 8 days ago. I have not found your name yet. I'm 13 days ago, almost 2 weeks. Still, there's no sign of you. Got it. Here we go. So, you posted, it looks like test number 9 about 13 days ago, and then you took a break. And it looks like you were regularly posting up to that point. Let me go back. So I see 2 practice tests about 2 weeks ago. I see your name. Okay, so you're getting there. So basically you've taken a 2-week break, which is not a good idea on your part. So number one, keep posting practice tests on a daily basis. You keep doing it until you get the letter from the TOEFL that says your score is 26. You keep posting, right? So it's very important for you, because there's no way that you can continue to solve these language use issues or these delivery topic and development issues if you're not posting on a regular basis. Now, the other thing you can do is maybe do this once or twice a week. 1 or 2 of your speaking tasks, I want you to write it out. I want you to write an introduction, the body, the conclusion. Make sure it's grammatically correct. Make sure everything is good, it's perfect, and practice it several times, and then post it for me. Now you might say, well, Michael, why should I do that? Let me tell you a story. I had a student a while back, and she's from Japan, and she, for 2.5 months, she was practicing for the IELTS exam. She would take 1 question each day, She would write the whole thing out, practice it for about an hour, and then post it for me. She did this for 2.5 months. What do you think her IELTS score was in speaking? 8.0, my friend. What does that mean? That means that she were taking the TOEFL, her score would be about 28 points out of 30. Now, what she did is, as she practiced writing down her response, and as she practiced it several times, she was practicing her vocabulary, her grammar, she was practicing her organization, and many things like that. So that's very, very important, I think, for you. So you can do this again. So my recommendation for you, DP, is maybe take 1 or 2 practice tests each week and do the same thing as she did, which is to write out the whole response before you actually give it to me. All right, so you already know what some of your problems are. You're having difficulty forming sentences with speaking and organization, particularly there. So if you have difficulty forming sentences, I want you to go to the grammar part of my course. I have a lesson for you. Go to the course right now. Go to my online course. Go to grammar. I want you to click where it says here, lesson number 32, writing, grammar, and research exercises, under the grammar section. And then it says to begin your regular practice of writing and grammar, click here. So you click there. The next thing you'll see a writer's reference, Diana Hacker, grammar exercises. Click there. It'll say login, cancel, student administration, put cancel. Here, I want you to practice the 2 sections. One's called sentence style, the other's called grammatical sentences. I want you to practice both of those areas over the next few weeks. Even keeping a grammar journal. You should have a speaking journal. The speaking journal is you write down some of the comments I'm giving you as you're completing your speaking responses. Do that. And you can also keep a grammar journal, which means as you study the sentence style and grammatical sentence exercises at this particular grammar and writing website, you can start becoming more familiar with the different kinds of sentence structures and styles we use in the English language. And that's also going to help you. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, those are some of my suggestions that you can do. And maybe my final suggestion is, because you're getting around 24, that means that you need to continue to improve your pronunciation a little bit more than it is now. So as you go through my pronunciation lessons, DP, read out loud with me as I teach you the information in those videos. This is what we call tracking. Tracking is to read slightly behind the speaker who is also reading the paragraph or the sentences. Remember that all my pronunciation videos, DP, are captioned, which means you can see everything that I say. That means you can read with me at the same time as I read the information in the video. And that's going to also help you with your pronunciation, which in turn helps you with your speaking score. Now, if you're doing all those things, that's good. But a few more things that you can do to help you with your speaking is to really increase the exposure you're getting to the English language. That means watching TV, watching movies, watching news, video, other kinds of different programs that are going to give you more exposure to the language. That's also very good. And you can also continue, as I always suggest, a regular routine of reading, which means you're reading magazines, newspapers, and books, and you're getting more used to the vocabulary and the sentence style in those reading passages. All of these things together, trust me, together, these things have a very cumulative effect on helping you to advance your academic English language proficiency. Do you see what we're saying here? There's no magic exact way to get in 26. It's all about your exposure. It's about your practice. It's about continuing to use the English language as much as you can, and that helps you to speak more and more naturally.